I do a lot of footwork on my channel, and I get a lot of comments from guys who are more used to MMA or Western style fighting, and they don't understand the footwork and they don't like it, and I understand why. So when you come from the West, we're a boxing society by nature, or a wrestling society, which is very front leg dominant and very heavy on the front leg. When you punch, right, in Western society, there's a lot of power, there's a lot of wind up and a lot of torque. It's very powerful, I'm not denying it. But because of that, the way they're heavy on the front leg, it kind of eliminates some of their kicking options. But they don't need the kicking options because they're not legal anyways. So when you watch sport fighting, as a general rule, you're going to get very long front kicks, side kicks, or high roundhouse kicks, or low roundhouse kicks, right? That's what they do. Their footwork is kind of built around the fact that they can do this type of work. When you get into traditional martial arts, it's different because when they kick, there's a lot more front kicks, and they're really designed to go to different type targets inside the thighs, right in the that artery there, or to the groin. So what happens is if you're that type of fighter, you need to be able to transition very quickly from hands to feet to hands on these very short kicks that go to targets that aren't legal in sport. There's no reason in Western sport fighting to do this footwork because everything that you do from it's not legal anyways, and there's no benefit to it. So if they can get a little more power by loading up on that front leg and throwing bombs, that's more advantageous to them than to sit back and throw techniques that are more precise, that mix in with the feet more. So it's not that they're wrong, they're just different. And what is your goal, right? If you look at traditional katas or karate, there are no high kicks. Everything's waist and below. Everything's into the arteries, everything's into the knees, everything's into the arteries of the groin, maybe the bladder. They're meant to try and hurt you in a way that's not sport applicable. My personal opinion on footwork is it should fit your goals. More traditional weighted Asian type footwork where you center and you plant your feet properly and you move on very quick motions like this is perfectly fine if you're using certain techniques. Virtually worthless in a ring. The problem is that the majority of people on both sides don't understand why they do it. So what happens is the MMA guys understandably look at this and go, that's silly, I would never do that. But then you get the guys doing traditional Asian martial arts who don't understand why they do it, and then they get into the ring and they want to kickbox a footwork that's not good for that type of fighting. So you have to decide what you want to do. If you're more of a traditional stylist who's really only focused in life is you want self-defense, this type of work is acceptable, but I wouldn't do it in a ring. There's a lot of lack of education in martial arts. Like, people only see the now and what's going on TV, and they don't have an appreciation for things that were used in the past or why. So, in my opinion, it's good to educate yourself on both sides. Everything you learn, everything you know will help you in your martial arts. Please check out my new channel, The Karate Man. Link is below, and as always, thanks for watching.